Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? You probably know me as Frank James Bailey, the guy that wrote the Turkana comic book series. And of course, if you want to know more about Turkana, go to Turkana.com. I'm sure you might know by now, maybe you don't, I don't know. But I canceled my Kickstarter for the Taming of April. And the reason I canceled my Kickstarter for the Taming of April is because last Wednesday, I think it was, the 28th, last Wednesday, I had 6 days left, and I only had like $300 and some, and I needed close to $1,000. And it hadn't budged in like, I think, at least a week and a half to 2 weeks. Now, some people do get a surge the last 2 or 3 days. But I had the feeling, and my gut feeling told me that this wasn't going to make it. I mean, there was no way that I was going to get $700 some in 6 days. It was almost like an impossibility. And I thought to myself, why put forth all the effort and all the energy to say, please fund this, please fund this, please fund this, please fund this, when it probably wasn't going to get completely funded by the end date, which was October 5th. Now, I say probably because, well, there is that slim chance that it could have been, but the likelihood, the odds are it probably wasn't going to get funded by the end date. Because after all, like I said, I needed close to $700 by the end date, which was October 5th, and I needed $1,000, and there was, I knew there was no way this was going to happen. So I decided, you know, I'm just going to cancel it right now. Which brings me to my next thing. It was very hard for me to cancel it, even though it was the right thing to do. And I say it was very hard for me to cancel it because I initially wanted to have this book published and ready by the end of July, when I went to the Gem City Comic-Con. Because that's when somebody told me, gee, do you have anything that's not for kids? I wanted to have it ready then. And generally, it was ready to publish, but a lot of people gave me advice and told me that I should put it in the Kickstarter and make the people who fund it feel special for having it first. Well, I took their advice, and now the Kickstarter's canceled. So I could have had my book at 4 different Comic-Cons trying to sell it this year. But I took other people's advice, waited, put it in the Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter failed. Well, I canceled it, but I'm just going to say it failed. So I'm kind of kicking myself in the rear end for listening to everybody else tell me and give me advice to do this. But I know in the end it was just my choice. So I am going to publish the Taming of April, just not yet. I'm probably going to wait until beginning of next year. Although it is ready to be published right now. Because that was the whole point, is to get it ready to publish. But I want to go somewhere and publish it. I want to go to a bookstore or Comic-Con and say, okay, for the first time it's here. I'm not going anywhere. My last con was last week. Unless I plan something. But right now I don't have any plans to go anywhere else this year. No more cons, no more bookstores. My schedule is free for the rest of the year. So now I'm undecided. Do I plan something special just for the Taming of April, just so people can get their hands on it before Christmas? Or do I just wait until next year, until like March of 2023 when my first con is Fan Expo Cleveland? I'll keep it posted, but right now I'm kind of disappointed in myself for another failed Kickstarter, and I could have had it with me, but I gotta keep moving forward the best I possibly can and get this thing out there because I'm really proud of it, and I hope other people will be too. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening to me ramble, and thanks a lot for watching my video. That's all for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.